How do you handle negative comments? I don't want you to take it the wrong way. You remind me of Buzz Lightyear.
I don't see it.
I see Lord Farquaad from Shrek. You have gained a few pounds, we see. How do you make money on YouTube? How much did YouTube pay us for 1 million views on one video?
Whoa.
How do I start a channel when I have no extra time? Plus, I'm answering more of your questions about YouTube.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Cheri.
And this is EnjoyTheJourney.Life.
I'm Tom with EnjoyTheJourney.Life. Our channel is all about RV living, traveling full time, and I occasionally like to throw out some business tips out there for all of our entrepreneurs and creators out there. Because let's face it, it's easier to enjoy the journey when you have cash for travel. Today I'm focusing on YouTube. We get so many questions about our YouTube channel. Should you start one? How to start? How do you make money with it? That's what I'm talking about today. YouTube can be a great side hustle income or even a full-time income if you work up to that. Now, some people think the YouTube ship has already sailed, so to speak, that opportunity is gone, but I don't think so, and a lot of others feel like it's still in the beginning stages. So many people out there would like to start a YouTube channel, even just for friends and family, but all the way up to a nice part-time side income to maybe even a full-time opportunity. So how do you make money on YouTube? Well, you have to get at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time on your videos within the last 12 months. Then you can apply to have your channel monetized. And when that happens, YouTube will put ads on your videos like this one. Sorry about that, but I thought that was the best way to describe what I'm talking about. Once you're approved to be monetized, YouTube will start putting ads on your videos, and those are from different businesses and advertisers that are interested in the audience that you have, whoever is watching your videos. You get to keep a whopping 55% of that ad revenue. YouTube keeps 45% of that. Now, there is YouTube Premium, which is something people can pay for to not get any ads at all. But you still get paid a percentage of that, so don't worry about those YouTube Premium members. How much does 1 million views pay on a single video on YouTube? Well, let's take a look.
And here we are behind the scenes on the EnjoyTheJourney.Life YouTube channel dashboard. Let's go ahead and find our most viewed video. Here it is, our harassed video. Those of you that haven't seen this video, we ran into a problem last year where we stayed at this place and it was during the lockdown and we didn't feel like we could move. And we went through a bad experience. We actually made a whole series out of it because we were there for several months. And that can be a clue if you overcome a challenge, we're in a bad situation and you overcame it and learned something. There was a positive end. That can be great content for a video. So just keep that in mind. We certainly didn't plan to make a bunch of videos about this experience, but sometimes content just presents itself like this. And I think we'll maybe stay in the state parks around Destin the next time we visit that area of Florida because it's got some of the best beaches. So again, when a challenge presents itself, what do you do with lemons? You make lemonade. So drum roll, please. How much have we made on this video? Let's take a look. There it is, right there. We made $13,730.98. We were shocked by this. Blown away. It's at 1.1 million views right now. It's still getting about 5,000 views every 2 days. So, I mean, this has been a great video for us. We gained a ton of subscribers, and some of you actually might be watching this because of that video. So let me explain some of these revenue numbers here, because this probably looks like a bunch of accounting stuff that you may not be that excited about. And truthfully, you don't have to worry about this stuff, but let me share a few things that you should know. This CPM right here, this number, $24.25, is how much YouTube gets paid by advertisers for each 1,000 views on this particular video. We don't get to keep all of that, but that's the gross amount that comes in to YouTube. You can hear me using some of my accounting background verbiage in this, but anyway, that's the total amount that comes into YouTube for each 1,000 views. You don't get paid that. Actually, this is what you get paid, this RPM right here, $12.06. That is how much we earn per 1,000 views. That is our cut, our 55% cut of that. So that's a really average number for our channel. It does vary though. So when we have a video that doesn't do a million, like 25,000, 50,000, 100,000 views, whatever it may be, if you take that number, roughly $12, and times it by 25, 50, 100, then that's about what we made from YouTube on that video. But I want to go back to CPM here really quick, because that's an important number to know about your channel niche, because this can vary and be as low as $1, $2 per thousand, maybe even less, all the way up to $50, $60 or more, all depending on what your channel is about. So that is important that you pick a niche for your channel that has a high CPM. We would be working for a lot less if this number was $1 or $2, and it may not even make it being worth making a channel about that particular topic. So that is very important. I will actually put links to some articles about high CPM YouTube niches. It will help you to pick the right niche that you can do well with financially. But we didn't do well with just that one video, because as more viewers come to your channel, they watch your other videos, plus we made a series out of that. So that's a tip right there. If you have a video that does really well, immediately make another video, a part 2, make it into a series, because people want more, and that will bring more views and subscribers to your channel. Now for questions from you guys on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to try to answer as many of these as possible. Sean made a comment, been trying to figure out something that others have not done before. My life is pretty mundane and I can't afford a decent camera with normal everyday life and a wife and kids and bills and all that stuff that happens. My biggest challenge is getting started. Okay, this is like the roast of Sean here. So, Sean, take this the right way, buddy. I think what you're trying to say is you have a topic that hasn't been covered on YouTube before. Now, that might be an opportunity. I'm not saying don't do it, but usually that's because there isn't viewers for that particular topic. So experiment, but don't make 10 videos about it before you know if there's an audience for that topic. I can also read the defeat in your language. Don't use can't in your language. Use more positive language. You don't need an expensive fancy camera like this Sony right here, and a drone, expensive microphones. You can totally start with just a smartphone. These have such great cameras. We use our iPhones still today a lot for a lot of footage. You can use the free headset that comes along with an iPhone or your smartphone. We do a lot of voiceovers with this.
You don't need to invest in a lot of fancy gear to get started. A lot of times you can't even tell the difference between how great a footage one of these gets compared to a several $1,000 expensive camera. How do you find time? Well, audit what you spend your time on. Now, I know you have work and you need to spend time with your family. Those are priorities. But how much TV do you watch? Do you play video games? Are you doing a lot of socializing? What of those can you cut out? Like, get up early and work on your channel in the morning before you go to work. After your family goes to bed, say 10, 11 o'clock, work for a couple of hours. You can train yourself to get by on less sleep. The question is, how important is this to you to make this happen? Here's my challenge to you, Sean. Upload your first video within the next 7 days. Post it down below in the comments and also email it to us. Our address is down below in the description. You can do it. Will you take me up on that challenge, Sean? And Kevin comments, so my channel is fairly new and I'm having trouble settling on subject matter for upload. Finding the perfect topic and locations are the two biggest obstacles for me. I want to do a mixture of topics, but I've heard that can be bad for followers if you mix up your content. I have 2 videos up and 2 waiting in the wings. You're right, Kevin. It's best to focus your channel on a narrow niche. That's what the YouTube algorithm likes. That will bring in more viewers and more subscribers to your channel. However, since you are new and you're not sure maybe what direction you want to go with your channel, experiment. Try different things in the beginning. See which videos, which topics get more viewers. And if you like that particular area, that subject matter for your channel, make more videos like that. We actually had several questions like this about wondering what they should make videos about. And the quick answer is to make it about something you're passionate about, because it'll come through in your videos. You'll have more energy, but also because this is a long-term thing. If you're serious about YouTube and you don't want to get bored with the subject matter as you're going forward and you're doing the same kinds of videos 6 months or a year or several years later. We actually had several questions like this about not knowing what to make their YouTube channel about. So I actually have a series of questions to help you to focus on finding what your passion is and what a good topic on YouTube is. That will be available at the end of the video. It's a free PDF download. Anybody can have access to that. And Steve asks, any advice for someone who knows the concept of content and video editing but are trying to get the YouTube part organized from the start? I have a secret for you, Steve. Your first video, and your second and third for that matter, don't have to be perfect. Just start. I mean, seriously, the best way to get better at video editing and producing and storytelling and all of that is to just do it and make your first video and upload it. I mean, I'm embarrassed to share our first intro video, and I will put that down in the description. I'll spare all of you from watching it now. It's short, but I'll put that down in the description so you can all get a laugh. It's terrible. And then I'll actually post one that we made within the last year, the channel intro, and you can see the difference. So get a laugh out of that, but we left that up specifically so anybody that wants to look at it can see where we started. And we have deleted a few old videos too that were really bad. So you have the option of doing that. You don't have to leave it out there forever if you're like really embarrassed about it later, but you do need to start, and start now. And Steve, I have a challenge for you too. I want you to upload your video within the next 7 days. Comment down below with your video link and also email it to us as well. Are you going to take us up on that, Steve? We'll be watching for it. And Laura comments that she's locked into one area right now, really wants to travel, and doesn't know how to make money online. Laura, I would start right where you are at. Even if you are fairly stationary, there are thousands and thousands of topics and content ideas. Just get creative, and as you practice again with editing, you will get better, and that's what I would recommend for you, Laura. We'll be looking for your videos as well. And Carol and Daniel made a comment here as well. My issue is talking to a camera that doesn't talk back. How do you act so ordinary? Remember everything you want to say and have it come out sounding intelligent. You guys are so good at this. I feel like I know you. Well, thank you, Carol. Normally, this is my secret right here. I just put this down and we cut it out when I'm looking at the notes, except for this video. And you'll get better with practice. Imagine you're talking to an old friend and just having a one-on-one conversation. Or imagine all of the people that will be watching your YouTube video and having that conversation with just one of them. And practice makes perfect, and you don't have to worry about the ums, the uhs, the have you seen our outtakes? And those are just the ones that we're willing to show the public. So, I mean, for a 20-minute video, we might record hours and hours and have lots of footage that we throw out because, I mean, we sound ridiculous. So, yeah, don't worry about that. I mean, I even have a small lisp that people don't like the way I sound, and we get those comments, but that's not going to stop me from continuing to make videos because this is a passion of mine, and you get better, and don't worry about, not sounding perfect. So we want to see your videos posted as well, Carol. We'll be watching. And from Why Wait? Right now, our biggest challenge is deciding when it's time to start investing money into the channel. Everything I do is from an iPhone, from all my filming, all my editing, music, everything. And not to toot my own horn, but our videos are pretty good and we are growing fast. 700 subscribers in the last 4 months. That's awesome, guys. I think that's super cool. And I've got to take a look at your channel and see what that looks like, because I think editing on your phone would be really a challenge. We get a lot of footage on our iPhone still, but we always go to the laptops to do the editing. So I definitely want to take a look at your videos. You also added, so now I have to decide if it's time to buy a laptop, GoPro, cameras, drones, subscriptions to music libraries, and much more. It's money we really don't have right now to spend on a hobby, but I also want to better the channel and keep it growing. Well, my recommendation is to not invest a lot of money right away, especially when you don't have it. But maybe the first thing would be to start editing on a computer. And you don't have to buy a fancy $2,000, $3,000 Mac. You can buy a used PC on eBay for around $100 that will have the capability to get you going. And let's say you don't even have $100 to invest right now. Well, put it out on your private social media that you're looking for a laptop, or ask friends and family. Maybe they've got one lying around. People upgrade computers all the time, and then they've got a spare one they don't really use. They might loan it to you or even trade for it. Do you have something they want, or do something for them? They'll just give you the laptop. Either way, that's what I would recommend, and you can add the more expensive items as you have the funds to do so. You're not too far away from being monetized at 700 subscribers, so great job on that. I just want to bring up again about how cheaply you can start. This free included microphone with our phones we use for voiceovers right now, and it sounds great. And this is our very first GoPro, the Hero 5 Black, and It's got a crack in the screen right here. It doesn't have stabilization. We recorded so many videos on this. It still works fine. And you can probably get one of these for under $100, a used one. And wow, I mean, GoPros are just great cameras, and you can do so many things with them, be so creative. So you don't have to invest a lot to continue growing your channel, and we're gonna look for all the amazing things you're gonna create in the future, guys. Good luck. Pamela comments, she wants to start a channel so family and friends can join in on our travel. Sort of shy about bullies making fun of our videos. What is the best way to handle the negative Nellies so it doesn't take the fun out of it? Wow, great question. If your channel is just for friends and family, you can leave the videos unlisted so the public can't even see them unless they have the link. Then just take the link to those videos and post it on your personal social media. Now, if you want the public to see it, then you're going to open yourself up for all kinds of comments. You kind of have to have a thick skin on YouTube. You're going to get those kind of comments no matter how good you are. And you basically have to be able to say it's not about you, it's about the person that is making that comment. Maybe they're in a bad space in their life, whatever. Best way to handle it is, if it's really negative, just delete it. If it's critical but not like a personal put down, you might want to engage, comment back and forth about what they're being critical about. And if they're really bad, you can block them from the channel. So we do a lot of deleting and a lot of blocking. And actually what that means by blocking is they can still watch your videos and they'll comment. They just don't know that their comments are not being seen publicly. So there's all kinds of ways to handle negative comments, and yeah, don't let that scare you away from uploading your first few videos and getting started on YouTube. And Linda comments, creating content as weekend warriors. We go out once a month. I have my logo, camera equipment, just need to learn editing and talking to the camera, LOL. Creating an intro is the hardest part for me, but I'm sure I will come up with something. Love you guys and hope to see you on the road someday. Our channel is called Our Way on the Highway. No videos yet, but we have some footage to organize. So first off, Our Way on the Highway, actually, after you're done watching this video, I want you guys to go search out their channel and subscribe. Even though they don't have any videos, you can still subscribe to that channel. Let Linda know that you guys are waiting for her videos to come out, and give her some encouragement to get started and make this happen. And I have to add, Linda, don't worry about the intro. You don't need an intro to get started. There are so many things that you think you have to have, like all of these graphics done and end cards and intros and things like that. You don't have to have all of that to get started. You can just edit a basic video and put it up and see how many people like it and just learn from there. Skip the intro, upload your first video. I want you to do that within the next 7 days. And again, comment down below with the link and email it to us. We'll be watching. And Caventure Bags, I believe, says that my husband and I run a small business out of a custom-built travel trailer that he built. We're currently traveling full-time as we operate. It has been a challenge trying to find time to write out video ideas, thumbnails, algorithms, and trying to find my specific audience. Finding the time to edit, editing itself, outros, intros, all sorts of stuff. I really found a new deep appreciation for the art of videography and YouTubers, haha, and finding a direction where your channel will go and what I want to make videos of. Unsure if I should stick to the status quo or go outside the box and get funky with it. All right, guys, like I mentioned before, I'll have a free downloadable PDF with some questions on how to narrow down what you should make your YouTube channel about. So be sure to check that out. Now, I think you should be yourself in a video, just with more energy. Really show your personality. And if you're naturally humorous and outgoing, a little quirky, whatever that looks like, funky, I think is the word you used, yes, use that. I mean, obviously, there's millions and millions of people on YouTube making videos, and you might be worried like, oh, that's so much competition. Well, it's not competition, maybe competition for eyeballs, so to speak. I think you should be yourself and be original and get out there and make it happen. We'll be watching for your videos. Running Wild 25 says, getting subscribers is my biggest challenge. Great question, and I wouldn't worry so much about the subscribers. What you want to do is just make great content. And great doesn't mean like really well edited stuff, but make it something people want to watch. Are you delivering really great how-to information? Are you being humorous, entertaining, showing adventure about somewhere you visited, some kind of travel, whatever that is? If your videos are worth watching, people will subscribe to you. And Manuela says, biggest challenge? Getting started and fear anyone will tune in. Right. Are you afraid that people won't watch your video, or you're afraid that they will? I think for some of you, the fear that's holding you back is that you're going to fail. It's that you'll actually get a lot more people watching your videos, and you're worried about what they're going to think of your videos. The best way to face fear is to just face it head on and do it anyway. And you're going to feel so much more powerful and excited when you go through that the first time. And if you keep holding back, that fear gets bigger in your head, and it'll even be harder to start. So if I can help all of you out there, that some of you have already edited the videos and you've got them weighted and you just haven't uploaded them, just upload them and see what happens. And then next, what's the next video going to be about? And do that. And don't worry about what people thought about that video. Now, you want to listen to some comments if it's constructive criticism, like you're not talking fast enough, or you're talking too slow, or your audio's too, low, or whatever the case may be, then that's good feedback. I mean, did you see our last video, which I edited myself because Cheri and Logan are out of town right now, and I'm doing the solo thing this week? I edited that myself, and I had audio problems. Yes, the audio is messed up on that video, but I was like, it was great content and people still wanted that content, but I did get some negative comments about the audio, still being several years into our channel. Now, I'm hopefully not going to have those issues with this video. I think I have that figured out, but it's better to get the video out there so you guys get the content that you want to learn from or enjoy or entertain by, and then it's next. I don't worry about several videos ago. We just keep making the next video. Good luck, Manuela. Love to Camp 04 says, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I'm just flippin' scared. Don't know where to start. I'll listen to any advice. Some of you don't want to hear this, but you are the one standing in your own way from getting what you want. All of these excuses, obstacles, fear, all of that stuff that's in your head, and thinking that that's the reason you shouldn't start today. You've got to push all of that out of your mind and just move forward. What is the next step? And the next step, and you can make this happen. Here's a question for all of you out there. Could you start your YouTube channel today if your life depended on it? Well, if starting a YouTube channel is a dream of yours and living your dreams makes you happy, Doesn't your life kind of depend on it? At least a happy life? Someone, and hopefully more than one of you, is going to take massive action after watching this video and go out and create a channel that is hugely successful and goes way past what we've even done on YouTube. Is it you? Yeah, I'm talking to you right now. I'm looking through this camera into your TV or smartphone, trying to tell you that you can take action right now, today. No more excuses about I don't have the time. Let's get real here. Your life is not a rehearsal, so go out and make it happen. I'm challenging everybody for my 7-day video challenge. If you've watched this video, you've got 7 days to upload your very first one, and comment down below with the link of that video so everybody can check it out. Will you accept this challenge? I sure hope you will. You guys had so many more questions that I couldn't get to all of them in this video, but what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to set up a free live video here on YouTube where you can ask me more questions. All you have to do to participate in that, I'll have a link down below where you can sign up for our email list for creators, and I will send out that link that will be unlisted, so you have to get on that list in order to get that link, and we'll answer as many questions as possible, do a live for at least an hour, maybe more. And you'll also get that PDF download that I was talking about the questions to narrow down what topic would be best for you on your YouTube channel. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. We appreciate that. And if you're brand new here and you're not a subscriber, we would certainly love to have you join in our adventures by hitting that subscribe button. If you have other YouTube questions, you can certainly put them down below in the comments. I'll work on getting to as many of those as possible. Thanks again for watching, and be safe out there and enjoy your journey. And take your YouTube channel to infinity and beyond.
Head for the sun, follow your footsteps, edge of the world, right to your doorstep home. Anywhere